Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here again today at Re-Written Vintage Homestead. And welcome back to Side Dish Sunday. We haven't done this in a little while. I've been so busy with other things. But today we're going to make a fantastic side dish that you can take anywhere. And it's cheesy and it's got pineapple. It's kind of like au gratin, but it's called pineapple casserole. And let's get started. The first thing we're going to need is a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple in its own juice. And then we're also going to need a 20-ounce can or 20 ounces of pineapple tidbits. And for that, I'm going to use my zucchini pineapple that I made this summer. If you don't have that, just go ahead and buy you some pineapple tidbits. I'm going to drain this real quick over here. Tastes just like the real thing. Now you want to make sure that when you're draining your pineapple tidbits and your crushed pineapple that you save a quarter of a cup. All right. So I've got that drained pretty well. Just going to pour it in the can here. I know it's 20 ounces. Yeah, heck, I might as well use the whole jar, so let's do that. All right. So I'm going to stir my pineapple up here a bit. Now I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of flour. I keep my flour in the freezer so it doesn't get bugs. And you know, I've seen people that put them in Mylar bags and keep it that way. I just think mice could still get in there. So I keep it in the freezer, and they've got to be really hungry and really strong like Mighty Mouse to get in there and get to my flour. So I'm going to stir that up. That's 6 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar. I keep that in the freezer too. I'm going to trade spoons out here so my #1 fan doesn't get upset with me. She says, you use those little spoons. You need bigger spoons. So that's what she got me for Christmas. All right, I'm going to mix that up. Ooh, here comes the good part. There, that's better. I have 2 cups of shredded cheese. Oh, yum. This is a good way to use up that zucchini that we canned in pineapple juice. Tastes just like the real thing. A little more. And actually, I have just a little more cheese left in a package, so I'm going to use that up too because I don't want to be wasteful, and you can never have too much cheese. Doesn't that look yummy? So tonight is meatball night again at my house because my daughter, who's the nurse, loves them, and she likes to take them. She works an overnight shift, and she likes to take the meatballs with her for her lunch that she gets about 3 o'clock in the morning. So I made her some, and I'm going to have this along with it. Doesn't that sound good? Okay, so I've got a 1.5 quart casserole dish here. You can also just use a cake pan if you want. And I'm going to dip this in. Makes a good amount. There we go. Spread that out pretty. All right, now we are going to make the fantabulous topping that goes on top. My half stick of butter and my 4th cup of pineapple juice are all melted together here. And I'm going to add my Ritz crackers that I crumbled. See how easy this recipe is? That's what I love about it. You can have this done 10 minutes tops. And then you have to bake it, of course, but so easy. And we're just getting the cracker crumbs here moist. And then we're going to dollop them on the top of our pineapple casserole. Those Ritz crackers smell so buttery and toasty. Oh, it's going to give it such a beautiful crust on the top. And that cheese will melt in there. Oh, I can't wait. So we're just going to spread this around to the best of our ability all over the top. And then we're going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 35 minutes until it's golden brown. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'll show you guys when it comes out. Since I have my oven on 350 and I have my pineapple casserole in there cooking, I'm going to go ahead. I washed my little skillet here, my little cast iron skillet that I melted my butter in. And I am going to cover it from head to toe with some Crisco. You can use any kind of shortening you have, you guys. But you should do this every time you use your skillet to keep it from rusting and to keep that nice black color here. You should never let these sit in water. So as soon as you use them, scrub them out. You do this several times, you're going to have it seasoned really, really nice, and your food will just taste fantastic. So now that I have that greased really well, I'm going to put it in my oven along with my pineapple. I think I'll just leave it in there about an hour. If you've not done this before, you want to leave it in a couple hours at about 350 and just let it sit in there and get hot and bake. Take it out, wipe it again, not with Crisco, just with a clean, dry cloth. Do that every time and you'll be able to keep your skillets for years. Just took it out of the oven and it smells fantastic. And I'm going to dip a little out here, give it a taste test. Look at that. It smells cheesy and delicious. Now, what I think is great about a side dish like this is that, like, I'm having it with my meatballs tonight, but you can have it with ham. Oh, wouldn't it be good with ham? It would be so good with ham. This would be really good on Easter. Yes. And ham, hamburgers, hot dogs, bratwurst. It doesn't matter what. It's going to go perfect with it. Now, it's really, really hot, but let's give it a go. See how hot that is? It's still steaming. Mmm. 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 Wow. I wish this was Taste-O-Vision instead of television. Oh man, this is good. Mmm. It's buttery, it's crunchy. And you guys, I use this zucchini that I canned with pineapple juice, and it tastes just like pineapple. So I got my vegetables in there, as well as my fruit from the crushed canned pineapple. So somewhere in here, I'm going to put the tag. So if you haven't seen the recipe, let me tell you, these meatballs too melt in your mouth. And this was out of the Amish cookbook that I've been cooking out of. Oh, they're fantastic. I'm eating like a queen tonight, you guys. So I will put the tag for the meatballs if you haven't seen those yet. And I'll try to find the tag for the pineapple that I can if you haven't seen that yet either. Guess what I'll be working on tomorrow? I pulled these all out of my garden today. And I can't decide if I want to can some pepper soup, stuffed pepper soup, which is really, really good. And I probably will make some of that. Or if I want to make green pepper jelly, which I may do that too. I tell you, my tomatoes and my peppers are still going to town. So I still have a while for those yet. But you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a great week. If I don't choke myself here. I hope you're having a great week. And the sky's blue wherever you are. And you come back and see me.